Then the normal modeling. So we are going to create this entire scene, whatever you see on screen, everything going to create. So easiest way, so doing this, and it's a pretty, it looks kind of like a lot of things. Yes, there's a lot of assets there, but it's pretty most of things are pretty simple. You can see most of things are basically boxes, and like you have extruded areas and all those things only. So how to do it, I'll explain, and it's create. So first thing first, I need this thing in my background. So right click, properties, details, and check the size, width and height, 3840 by 2160. So I'll just, I open two of them. This property, I'll keep in this window. This is my front view, a plane, take a plane, and width is 3840, 3840, and length is 2160, 2160. So you can see it's a huge plane, really huge. So just to keep it simple, scale it like proportionately. Make sure, because if you go to scale, you can see you have this scale x and y, only x. You will have direction. So use the first option, x, y, z, all direction together. Uh, Reduce. Really small, fits to your grid. You can see almost like grid size, not very huge file. Done. Now once you're done with this, drag, drop this image here. You can see the image clearly. We go to front here also. If you want, you can default shading, you can see, you can see it clearly. Let's keep it here. So everything is pretty clear, simple. So now we have, let's start with this thing. So you can see this building. First thing first, top view, create a box, because I cannot see the width. So I created this box randomly. Go to front, Alt X, you can see transparent, and apply edit poly. Almost aligned. Upper top part is not visible, so it's totally up to you. You want to keep it, you can keep it. You want to keep it, you can delete it. And this image I'll share with you in chat so that all of you can access it and create the same thing. I shared it in chat, so you can download and use it. It's shared. So here you can see now this, like for ground floor, you have first floor, and there is another floor which is not visible. So I need to create this. So I'll select edge mode, create this. You can connect it and move it down somewhere. It should be somewhere here, because, oh no, it's somewhere here. Let's see, it's flat. Uh, okay, it's somewhere here because this section is not visible. There is another board there, a board or something is there. Okay. So pay very close attention to the image, reference image. Straight line. And now I need to create all these sections separately. So before that, I need to create these sections. So select this, or I'll select this two edges, and I can see identify the lines, number of lines you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You need 8 lines to create all these windows. Connect 8. See, almost matched, not perfectly. So, but it, oh, you can see first one is kind of matched. Done. Double click. You can press F4 so that you can see all the wireframe. And I'm reducing this section so that it becomes easy for me to control. One edge at a time. Double click, select the entire loop, and then create it. Done. Now all of them need 1 2 1 2 2 2 cuts. Only 2. Done. So basic structure is almost ready. Vertex mode, select everything, move it back. Okay, so all these things are ready. Now this one, this one, this one, this one. Inset, that window frame thickness. Now it's going inside, but before that you have this frame. So all those frame I need to create first. I can go to Swift loop. I can create it like this directly. Thickness. Okay, should have created them separately only. That will give me better result. Go to cut and create. Press shift. Done. Straight line. And I can see the backside. There's a line. Delete that. Backside, those things are not required. So I got the this frame. Done. So these two things are on same level. That's why I have selected this section and align it perfectly. Plane, insert, done, extrude, inside, front again. Yeah. Now I can select these two edges, connect. This was not required. Inset, extrude, front, extrude that. So you can see basic window shape is ready. So one thing I can do is like I can create only one window and then repeat it. I can do that also. So for that, I have to delete all of them and repeat this section, or select the model, polygon mode, delete this in between things, select, select this section, shift, and okay, if you shift track, previously it used to create a like separate item, but now it's extruding this thing. So what I'll do is I'll just go and click on detach. Done. Right click, exit this, click on this pivot point, pivot, set a pivot, or I can switch on my pivot, go to snap and check vertex snap is on, corner, done, shift, and just miss. I have clicked the wrong, make sure select the corner point, press shift and then drag, snap, 3. See, it duplicate nicely. Select this one and snap it back. Select this one, snap it back. So like this, you can create one and then use it again and again. And then you can see the difference, identify the difference. So let me attach everything. Select this and move it. Create the variation. So like this, like same thing I duplicated, and now I have multiple variation of that. Okay. The basic structure is ready, and now you can see there is a thickness here overall. So I'll select this, go to Swift loop, it connect this one here. So you can see it's not continuing this side because there is an end on it. This side is end on. It's not completely um, like in Max means I didn't understand. Just give me a second. I'll see.
I have shared. Yes.
Okay, I'm just checking.
Actually, it is coming very pixelated, and the details are going off.
Okay. Let's say one second. Wait one second. See it. In your Macs, it's pixelated. This is what that's what you're saying, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is a setting. It's a setting issue.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so like okay, suppose in your Macs it looks very blurry. Sorry, I forgot to like explain this. Like by default, Mac's viewport resolution is clamped down to 1K. So no matter what size or image you're using, it will look blurry only. So how to fix that? You can press like Alt B from the keyboard, then go to display, first option, first tab, and by default you can see these are says 1024 by 1024. So increase it to 4096, all of them. Anti-aliasing, if you want, you can increase, decrease, and this, and then apply it, and okay, so it will look really crisp. So if I so I'll show this Alt B, and if I change this to we put background environment text,
Yes, sir. It worked.
it worked, right? So you can,
Yes, sir.
that's like, that's viewport issue. That's viewport setting only. No need to worry.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so this basic setup is ready. This thing is ready. So you can see it's not continuing this side because there is nothing here, nothing here. But this line should continue. So what I'll do is I'll select both the edges, all the edges, or maybe I can, okay, one second. Delete this, select all the edges, connect, scale, make it perfectly straight line, and move it up, move it up. Done. Like this, you have to fix it. And like if I want to create the same line, what I can do, I can snap it here. It will create this issue because it's like there is geometry there. I'm just keeping it straight. And for this section, I need to create one more line, edge, select this one and this one. Or maybe what I can do is I can click on shift loop. You see, it doesn't work here. So I need to use cut, create, and this is not straight. So this line and this line selected, make sure scale them and make them perfectly straight. Now press Q, get rid of your viewport scaling, selected, and this part I need to extrude. So you can see it's not continuing here, so I need to continue both the side, perspective, cut, snap is not on. It's not straight. I'll make this straight. No need to worry. Right click, and this back side is not visible. I can reduce it and delete it. So I'm not, right now I'm not removing anything. I'll delete it later. So first thing first, select this entire loop, It should be perfectly straight. Front or so make sure it's perfectly straight. Alt X. I can see slightly push it down. Yeah, done. Double click, shift to select the entire section and then extrude. So you can see this extrude, if you extrude it, side is not extruding properly. So what you have to do is click on the setting and click it here by normal direction and reduce the gap front. Yes, done. So basic structure is ready. Now here also I can see I have a plane and plus this shade I need to create. This is again a plane. It's a plane. So this section I need to close, inset, sorry, edge of that side, and this side nothing is visible. It's a flat plane throughout, and this thing it should go behind this. It's not visible. You can keep it somewhere here. And now this plane I can delete. It's not required. This is also not required. And this base, if I want, I can delete it. But if I want, I can keep it also. I can delete and keep it like this. What is? Select them. Make it perfectly straight line. Push it and keep it there. See? Yeah. Now correct. Select this, delete this also. So basic structure is ready. You can see basic structure is ready, but still those front the extruded part and all those things are not there yet. So front box, create the plane, move it forward, and there's an angle. So for that angle, what I have to do is perspective, and there because I don't have another view, so I have to identify this thing and use my own imagination. Based on that, I'll create this section. Front, move it back. So it's an orthographic view. If you go to perspective, you can see you'll get this angle very easily. And there is a thickness. So inset and then extrude. This thickness is there, and but backside thickness is not visible. So what I'll do is delete this, select them perfectly straight and push it back slightly inside. Front view again and move it. Those sections have to keep in check. If it's inside, then it's fine. If it's not inside, then it will be a problem because this section is not visible in the image. You can see here, it's going inside and ends there only. It should be a straight, clear cut. Now, front, Alt X. So now this part is fine. It works perfectly. But this section, you can see there is an angle. It's slightly crooked. It's slightly like angle. There's a like a deformation is there. Select all the edges. Or you can do this, or if you want, you can apply a swift loop also. And after selecting this, except this, I'll select everything and bend it slightly. See, so I got this slight bend effect. I can create like this section, or like this is like one way of doing it, because there is a, you can see clearly this yellow part, it's a separate frame, and this tint shade is a separate altogether. So if I want, I can create it like that, or I can create it, keep it separate also. So let's see, if I want to create this, I'll create, okay, this basic bend I have created in my geometry. Then I'll, if this tint shade is required, so what I'll do is I won't create this tint shade manually. I will select this and this. Extruding. Why it's extruding? It should not extrude. Okay. So I need this section separate, because this section base is not visible. So detach it. Select this. Oh, select this one. And now I need to create in between loops, a lot of loops. So hide this one, hide selection, only this front. So you can see this wavy, this thing. So I need to create a lot of in between lines. So I'll go swift loop, the first one and then two. Okay, I'll do it like automatically. That will be nice. Edge, select, select. Let's see. Connect. More than 22. Kind of 54, 55. Select everything. Now select all the edges, or you can just select only one, or maybe one, and then click on this alternative, this option, alternative. Then go to perspective or any view and pull it up. So you get this shape very easily. Unhide all. The structure is ready. And this part, the front side is slightly outside, outwards. You have to move it slightly outside. Left side, left view. Done. Perspective. See, that basic tin shade shape is ready. So this is from side. I don't have any side view, so I'm just using my own imagination. and seeing the image, and based on that I'm creating it. Front, there is one more plane. So like this, go to a box, and switch on your auto grid front. Like this, should slightly inside. See, basic structure is almost ready, almost there. Now, this shade have some supports. I can see that very clearly. Those are basically this thing box only. It's a huge box, so I'll just place it. Scale it and get the correct size. Front, Alt X. It is supposed to be like this. Edit poly, vertices, move it and place it here. Pivot, center. Always fix the pivot points. This one. Okay. Shift and okay. Shift and drag one more. Between these two garbage bags, somewhere here, there is one more. Now this tint shade, I can see the similar tint shade effect here also down here as well. So, but that look doesn't look like this. That looks like more of a straight line with uneven points. So if I keep it here, it will become difficult for me to create. So what I'll do is, if you see here, I can see this shape. It's more of a flat plane and with that curvy shape. So to create that, I can use this kind of this thing only. So let's see if I duplicate this, that will be like easy for me. Duplicate, yes. Center, left view, and check the angle. You can see clearly it's not straight. Now to fix this, to make it look perfectly straight, make it straight. Oh, I forgot to select this also. perfectly straight. Deselect and only this section. Oh, sorry. So from front, you can see it's straight only edge. You can see still I have all these edges selected. Front view, W, move it slightly up or down, any direction to create a wavy thing. I'm making it straight and pushing it down, small tiny part. But here I need to make it a little more smooth version of this. So what I'll do is select all the edges, all of them throughout. And then there's something called chamfer. Chamfer. I can use this or I can use setting also. For chamfer value first, the amount I want to chamfer, and I'm using 1 or 2. I can use multiple loops. See, now it looks nicely curved automatically. So always go for the lowest basic shape and then add polygons. So it will become very easy for you to control everything and create this thing. Okay. And this thing should connect here. Left side. So it's outside. Push it here slightly under this front. But you can see this section is slightly bent. There's a slight bend is there. But this shape is not bent nicely. So what I can do is I can apply FFD 3 by 3 control point, select them, bend it slightly, and corners I can push slightly up and slightly outside here. See, basic shape is ready. I'll save file.